In Luke chapter 15, Jesus tells 3 stories. The first is about a lost sheep who goes missing. How the shepherd goes to find that one, leaving the 99 behind. The next is about a lost coin. A woman who has 10 silver coins but loses 1. And the final story is about a lost son who leaves home thinking he knows everything, that he knows best. His father is left heartbroken, but when he returns home one day, nothing gets in the way of the father giving him all that he has and the biggest welcome home. The stories of Jesus are about how those who are lost can be found, but more than that, that they are sought out and then found. Jesus reminding us that our Father knows and our Father sees and our Father seeks us. Here is what Jesus says. Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Then he calls his friends and his neighbours together and says, "Rejoice with me, for I have found my lost sheep." I tell you that in the same way, there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who do not need to repent. Or suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Doesn't she light a lamp, sweep the house and search carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbours together and says, "Rejoice with me, for I have found my lost coin." In the same way, I tell you, there's rejoicing in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. Then Jesus continued, "There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, 'Father, give me the share of my estate.' So the father divided his property between them. Long after that, the younger son got together all he had and set off to a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living. But after he'd spent everything, there was a severe famine in that country, and he was starving to death. 'I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, Father, I've sinned against heaven and against you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' So he got up and went back to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him and kissed him. The son said to his father, 'I've sinned against heaven and against you, and I'm really no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Quick, bring him the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring a fattened calf and kill it. Let us have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.' So they began to celebrate."